The fourth part of cognitivism is related to the understanding of connectionism from Rimmelhart and MacLean point of view. Connectionism is an interdisciplinary approach to the study of cognition that integrates elements from artificial intelligence, neuroscience, cognitive psychology, and philosophy of mind. So it has its role in all these multiple areas which basically lay down foundation in terms of the understanding of cognitive sciences. As a theoretical movement in cognitive science, connectionism suggests that cognitive phenomena can be explained with respect to a set of general information. Not only general information, but also general information processing, principles known as parallel distributed processing. Now, PDP, parallel distributed processing, is a concept advocated by Rimmelhart, Hinton, and MacLean. So the idea is to look at how the language is processed and what are the other factors which are at work in parallel. So the distribution of different units of knowledge functioning and processing at different levels. Parallel distributed processing models are neurally inspired information processing models to show that the way information processing actually takes place in the brain. So basically, PDP refers to showing of the information, that how that processing takes place in one's brain. Connectionist systems are also sometimes referred to as neural network. So there is a connectivity of different units through neurally engaged or through following the neural network, and they have three basic components, which are a set of processing units, set of modifiable connections between units, and the complete learning procedure, which is considered optional. Set of processing units, that your brain has different units which actually process the data or information, and then one also has modifiable connections between those units, that the modifiable connections that which help in the process of modification, and whether they should follow a certain learning procedure or not, that area is optional. Parallel processing is being applied when tasks simultaneously tap entirely different resources. Now, it's a very interesting example. You can see that how parallel processing is being applied when there are multitasking, or you are paying attention to multiple tasks simultaneously. Talking on the phone while riding a bicycle, simply reading when encoding phonology, syntactic structure, meaning occurs simultaneously. So basically, your mind is engaged in multiple processes which are at work in parallel. Connectionist models of cognitive processes have now been proposed in many different domains, ranging from different aspects of language processing to cognitive control, from perception to memory. So, cognitive processes have been the area of studies in multiple domains in terms of not only looking at the language processes, but what are the cognitive processes which are responsible for the complete phenomena. Processing involves the propagation of activation among simple units, which are also considered as artificial neurons, organized in network that is linked to each other through weighted connection representing synapses representing different joining points. In terms of understanding weighted connection, where you have multiple neurons and the networking, and on the basis of your interpretation, you lay on certain weight on a particular unit and neglecting the others as not important, help you form a meaningful output. Okay, let's understand the three-layered feed-forward neural network. That is which is at work when there is parallel distribution or parallel distributed processing going on in one's brain. It has input layer, then it has hidden layer 1, hidden layer 2, and then after the data being processed at different level, it moves to the output layer. The processing units are usually arranged in layers. It is notable that a layered structure has also been observed in neural tissues. Many different neural network architectures have been implemented in the connectionist literature. In this network, the units are arranged in 3 layers. Basically, this is 1. These 2, which are hidden 1 and hidden 2, are considered as hidden layers. And then the third is the output layer. The connectivity is feed forward, which means that the connections are unidirectional and connect the input to the hidden and the hidden to the output. The connectivity is also full. Every neuron of a given layer is connected to every neuron of the next level. So you see that every neuron is connected to all the neurons of the next level and then moving to the output layer. Parallel distributed processing effectively follows 3-layered input layer, hidden layers, output layer, feed-forward neural network. Now, Rummel, Hart, Hinton, and MacLean state that there are 8 major components of parallel distributed processing model framework, which are a set of processing units, a set of activation, an output function for each unit, a pattern of connectivity among units, a propagation rule for propagating patterns of activities through the network of connectivities, an activation rule for combining the inputs, a learning rule whereby patterns of connectivity are modified by experience, and the last and the most important is an environment within which the system must operate. So these are the 8 components which constitute the parallel distributed processing in the opinion of Rummel, Hart, Hinton, and MacLean, and each and every point clearly explains or focuses on the understanding of PDP. To conclude, Rummel, Hart, and MacLean proposed connectionist approach to the understanding of information processing, and parallel distributed processing postulates that information is not inputted into the memory system in step-by-step manner like most other theories hypotheses, but instead facts or images are distributed to all paths in the memory system at once.